Hey, that's your how. Welcome to the Game Vlogs. Thank you for always being a part of us. I would always say, why don't you download the Game Vlogs? Yes. Um, Guys, I really appreciate everything that you are doing for me. And you guys are so much phenomenal. You don't know how much you have helped the DJ. Now, before I check this video, I think we are left with about 70 people to get to 2,000 subscribers. That is 2K. And I really appreciate it. I will not bore you with a lot of talking. So, in my previous video, I said or told people to send me some comments or some questions, and I'll come and answer them for you. In this video, I got few questions, and then I want to use the opportunity to answer them. Yes, so I'll answer the few questions. Then in the subsequent videos, we start preparing for 2026 application. So if today is your first time, just subscribe, share for others to enjoy. So the first question that we are going to talk about, I had this question from Rita from Nigeria. Rita, shout out to you. He said, J, I hope you are doing great. I saw your recent upload on YouTube where you were talking about questions you would like to answer in your next video. Please kindly make a video on provincial scholarships and when to apply and what is required. And if you can apply in your first year, then other scholarship in China that won't differ your university. Sorry, that won't differ your university or government scholarship. All right. So this is everything that our sister wants to know. But I will not be able to address every other thing in this video because it's going to be too much in this video. I'll just give a synopsis of it and then I will tackle them because right after today's video, I'm going to make videos directly into 2026 and all these questions I will explain them. So now she wants to know when can you apply for provincial scholarship. So I have said that one, provincial scholarship is just part of the scholarship. If today is your first time following this, provincial scholarship is just a part of the numerous scholarships that China has. Yes, and usually bachelor students get provincial scholarship. Although we have a lot of master students, we have a lot of PhD, and the monies also differ from province to province, and sometimes too, it also differ from the respective people can apply the category like bachelor's, masters, and PhD. Also depends on the particular province. And provincial scholarship give much preference to PhD, give much preference. So it depends on which province you are going to. Now, she's saying that when can you apply for provincial scholarship? So I've always said that when you are applying for scholarship, Chinese government scholarship usually opens from November of every year. Usually, most of the schools start to open from November. So November, December, January. Now, when it gets to January, most of the schools, that is CSE type A, they close their scholarship. And if the school extend, they will even extend to February of the following year. So we are talking about 2026. Then from November this year to probably February, most of the scholarship, CSE scholarship type B would have closed and CSE scholarship type A would have closed. Now, when schools close their scholarship, they quickly make their nominations, nominate candidates who would qualify. Now, right after, just around the time, some schools open all their scholarship concurrently, others do not. So right after, so the basic answer I can give to you is that there is no specific period where, like, you know that, okay, from March to this, all provincial scholarships are open. No, it actually depends on the school or the province. Yes. So, but basically, CSE will end around February, and most of the schools will now open other scholarship. So, schools that have university scholarship will be opening from there, and schools that have provincial scholarships will be opening right after. So, usually they give much preference to the CSE. So, what I can advise first of all is that we have to first of all check for the particular schools. That is why I'm always keen on which school you want to apply. The first thing that you need to do when you want to apply for scholarship is not basically about the scholarship itself. The first thing is that what program do I want to read? Now, there are about 279 universities that are under the Chinese government scholarship program. And most of these universities are also on provincial scholarships, and also some are on the university scholarship, or they have university scholarship. So if there are about 279, then it means that we have a lot of work to do to be able to identify which universities will be able to apply to. And mind you, out of these 279, if you apply for CSE, it's only one. And if you apply for provincial scholarship, you can apply to as many of them. So after knowing that, okay, we have about 279 universities. Now, what program do you want to read? Okay, now I want to read biochemistry. So which universities offer biochemistry taught in English? That is, if I want to study in English, or if I want to study in Chinese, taught in Chinese. You make a sample of all the schools. So probably you have identified 5 universities. Now, with these 5 universities, what you need to do is that which university they have all the requirements, or what type of scholarships they have. So if I've shortlisted probably like 7 universities, I go further to check their website. If I cannot find them, I ask for help. That is why some of us are here. You ask for help. Okay, yeah, I saw this particular school. Can you help me check? So we check and then okay, we have this particular scholarship. Sometimes you cannot find them directly. You email them. Oh, please, when what programs do you have? Can you send me the link to your program? Yes, most of the schools will send. Now we check the programs. Okay, so we are certain. So to cut a long story short, we have 7 universities. And we've been able to check that all those universities have this particular program. We are certain. We know their requirements. Okay. Now after knowing their requirements, what type of scholarship do they have? After knowing the scholarship they have, then you make a list of preference. Okay, then I'll be able to put this university first. Let me apply to this. Let me apply to that. But basically, if you want to apply for provincial scholarship, then be targeting provincial scholarship right after like February thereabout. But some schools will also open concurrently with the Chinese government scholarship. That really starts or usually starts from November of a particular year through February or January of a particular year. I just hope that I've been able to address this well. And she went further to say that, and what is the required when are you sorry, when to apply and what is required. Yes, so for the documents that are required, I think they have never changed. So we need our passport, we need our study plan, we need our most of the bachelor universities will now require bank statements or financial proof, statement of financial proof, and then you have your recommendation letters. If you're a bachelor, they do not really ask you to take them from professors. So for bachelors, you are very much safe. Then you need sometimes some of them will ask for CV. For bachelors, they do not stress you that much. And what again? Your certificate and then your transcripts. Usually these are what are required. Yes. So, but right after, like in subsequent videos, I'm going to take them one after the other. I want to talk about transcript, what should go into transcript. And in 2020, like 2026, I want to break down everything. So I'm starting very early so you understand. So right after this video, I'll make an intro video, then boom. And I hope that in every week I'll be able to bring at least 3 programs and we'll review more of the school so that 2026 a lot of you will have the opportunity. And she said that if you can apply in your first year, then other scholarships in China. You see, when they are coming, the rule is one. There's one basic rule that you cannot be on 2 different scholarships. So if you're on provincial scholarship and you apply for provincial, most of the provincial scholarship, you apply them yearly. Yearly. So if in the first year you apply for provincial scholarship 1, okay, in the second year they will review and know, okay, whether you still qualify. Once you qualify, you can be able to apply in the second year. But you cannot be on provincial scholarship and then when you get to China, you apply again for another scholarship and you on 2 scholarships. No. So unless you are changing universities, I don't know whether you understand. So maybe this would be for the question from our sister. For our sister Rita. Yes, for our sister Rita. Now let me quickly go to the second question and let us address the second question. So the second question is from our brother. I don't know whether it's a brother, but this person commented in the comment section. I don't know how to put it. At Ashirowat. He says that I got 2.6 out of 4. Want to do MBA vice CSE. I got some good certificates like of JP Morgan Citibank. What should I do to make my selection more possible in 2026? Okay, so just like I mentioned, documentation is key. Now, most of the schools are going to state that the basic entry mark is 3.0. The basic entry GPA is 3.0. However, I've always said time without number that this one is university specific. Okay, so some of the universities they basically go according to what they have said. That is the first point. So before they even go ahead to review your document, they want to check what is your GPA. And so sometimes the moment they see the 2.6, they will not go further to review your document. They will not go further. Then there and then they will just reject your application. That is, you have to accept it in good faith. But there are other universities, regardless of the 2.6. So there are other universities who go and review all the documents, your CV, your this, your that. And after they are done, now they come back to their GPA and then they use that as a basis. And we have some universities, so the universities are so many. That is why you have to apply for so many opportunities. Then there are other universities who, regardless, will still review your documents and probably give you the admission. I've seen people with less than like within the 2.5 to 2.6 category, but I've not seen 2.5 before. I've seen 2.6 and I've seen 2.9. And these are by far the two people that I've seen gain admission into and scholarship into studying in China. Now, if you're asking what you can do to enhance your chances, what you can do to enhance your chances, it is very simple, very, very simple. Now, for your transcripts, you cannot change it. For your certificates, you cannot change it. It's supposed to be stated on it. For the references, that you use to apply, you cannot change it because the professors have written their recommendation letters about you, and you know that they'll be very candid and then say what they know about you. Now, in this regard, what we can do is to polish our CV. How do we polish our CV? You are going to apply for an academic program, and so your CV should be skewed towards more of an academic inclined activity. Now, one thing that I've been reading a lot of people's CV, and one thing I see or find that that does not match or align is that you are applying for academic opportunity. And mind you, there are so many people who are applying with other grades, like people who also have more than 3.0, some 3 and some more than 3.0. So in your CV, they should know your research interest, and not only your research interest. Now, you should be able to prove your research capabilities, because if you apply for master's PhD, research is the prime, is the focus or the fulcrum. Yes. So, like the pivot of it. So, if we are talking about how do you call it? If you are talking about like laying emphasis in your CV, more emphasis should be laid on your study, your research abilities. At least some conferences that you have attended, if you have won some awards, these are going to add up to the 2.6 or the low average or the low GPA. Regardless, I've always said with time without number, your study plan will also count. Your study plan will also count. Now, your study plan should be convincing. Not only convincing, you should let them know that you are the best candidate for this. Somebody will have 3.6, but let your study plan be competing. And in subsequent videos, I'm going to take them one after the other. I'll take all the requirements one after the other. I promise. I'm going to take over the requirements one after the other and explain them, so that this year I want a lot of people to get admitted. So basically, these are the areas that you're going to look at, and I believe that you're going to get better and better in the coming period. Now, let me just go to the last question. So the last question was from at the compound 3930. It says that, can you make a video to teach how we can apply to different universities by ourselves and how we get admission letter and JW202 when you are outside China? Say yes. All right. So thank you so much, my brother. I don't know whether a brother or sister, but compound. You see, this one I'm going. This is the main essence of this particular channel. So in the other videos, I'm going to take them all one by one. We are going to apply for 2026. So right from this moment, just take blue to detail vlogs. I'm going to explain right after this video one by one. So in the next video, I'll just give an overview of what you should expect in 2026. Now, after giving the general overview of what you should expect in 2026, all subsequent videos are going to be. I'm going to take them one after the other. So I'm going to explain all the processes. Yeah, so if we need a passport, what should a passport entail? Then we make a video separately on that. After talking about the passport, we go to recommendation letters. I'll take them one after the other. Then after that, I'll be explaining one by one, and I'll be reviewing a lot of universities. And I just hope and pray for strength so that every day, at least if not every day, at least every 2 days, we should be able to review a school so that it will be very beneficial to all of us. Okay. So I thank you for bringing us your comments, and I want you to stay glued. So all the people who have asked questions, these are the answers, and then we're going to explain more in subsequent videos for you. So until then, I'll see you, and remember, I love you all. I've seen so much improvement. People are liking and sharing my videos on TikTok, and I really, really appreciate all of it. I just recently came to TikTok, and it is ABJ Vlog. This one without S, ABJ Vlog, and you are doing well on TikTok. The way the section is, I believe you are going to grow also on TikTok, and then maybe the coming year, you'll be able to assist a lot of people. I'll see you in the next one. I love you. Jen. Bye bye. I really want to put the questions on the video, but because of time, I'm not going to edit this video. This video, I just recorded it in a live stream, and I'll just put it directly on YouTube. It is uncut, yes. So I'll just do it like that, and then we all get to go. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye. Peace out.